Hello everyone, I am Sheetal and you are watching Learning with Sheetal. Friends, in previous video we discussed bubble sort algorithm. The basic principle of bubble sort algorithm. What is the basic principle of bubble sort algorithm? We compare two adjacent element. Okay, and if that two adjacent element are in incorrect order, then we have to swap these two element, isn't it? Okay, in previous example or in previous video, we saw one C language code for that and one example. Okay, in this video I'm going to continue this, but some modifications just to know where to stop sorting. Okay, so let's see the example. Here I have taken example. Number of elements are 4. So according to this and according to our previous video, the number of passes should be n-1, that is it should require 3 passes. Okay, here in pass 1 I have compared first two adjacent element. Okay, so here incorrect order is there, therefore we swap two elements to 11 and rest of the element as it is. Then again second element with third element I have compared, swapping is needed, so I have done swapping. Okay, then in next these two elements are compared, swapping is needed, so I have done swapping here. Okay, here the 11 has got its proper position. Okay, so rest of the 3 elements we have to sort. For that I have taken pass 2. In pass 2 I have written this array as it is 2, 3, 9, 11 and I started comparing these two by the same technique. Okay, compare these two elements, they are at the correct order, so no need to swap these two elements, write this element as it is and the rest of the element as it is. Then again second element with third element, no swapping is needed, so 2, 3, 9, 11 and as 11 is at the proper place, so no need to compare your 9 with 11. Okay, here you can see no swapping is needed. Okay, in pass 2 no swapping is done, so obviously in pass 3 swapping will not be required. Okay, but according to this what I said, if n equals to 4 then number of passes should be 3. Okay, so if we do like this, so we have to take the pass 3 also, which is just the waste of time. Okay, and according to this code we have to do all the passes, pass 1, pass 2 and pass 3. So we have to modify this so that if the passes are not required, so the sorting algorithm should stop there. So for that I have to use one variable. That variable is flag variable. I'm going to write this flag variable here. Flag equals to 0. I'll assign 0 value to it. If swapping is done, then it should set to 1. Okay, if swapping is not done, in that case flag will be as it is 0. Okay, and in outer for loop we'll check whether that flag is changed or not. If the flag is not changed, that means you have to break here and you have to stop sorting. Okay, see here, I equals to 0, I is less than n-1, I plus plus, flag 0. Okay, now in pass 1 this will be done. Okay, whatever the swapping, whatever the comparison, that all will be done. If swapping is needed, flag will be set to 1. Okay, and if flag is set to 1 means we'll go for the next pass. Okay, but if swapping is not done, in that case flag 0 will not be changed because we will not be entered into this if loop, we can say. Okay, so in that case flag remain 0. So in this outer loop we will check whether the flag equals to 0 or 1. Okay, if flag equals to 1 means swapping is done. If flag equals to remain 0 means swapping is not done. So there we should stop bubble sort and we'll get our sorted array in the same pass. Okay, means this is the condition that n- passes will require. Okay, but it may happen that this array may take less than that number of passes. Means it may happen if number of elements are 10, then that 10 elements may take only 4 passes, only 3 passes, or only 2 passes also. Okay, so at max it will take n-1. Okay, I hope you understood this video. Please friends, keep watching my videos and do subscribe. Thank you.